small events for the community?
We have not set any charges. What we've done is look at other facilities around the state and what is fair and customary. We hope to keep it very affordable so the citizens of the community can use it, yet it also has to be as close to profitable as we can make this center.
What's the proposed location?
We have a preferred site on the south side of town. We have an agreement with the landowner there, and the ideology on that is to drive traffic through the community, either down Avenue H or down College Avenue, where they can see all the high points and bright points of the community.
Yes, ma'am.
If you were to hold an event there, a personal event, would you be able to drink there?
Those rules will be set according to what other event centers are. It has to be legal. You know, we can't just allow people to have a wedding reception and bring 3 kegs of beer in. So there will have to be a way where they can work through the state with the city and with the county to make that legal. We're not in the business of, you know, saying from this point whether that can be done.
Have you estimated the cost of the building as it's built, and how much it will cost to maintain it, and do you hire custodians to clean it?
The question is, have we estimated the cost to maintain the facility, operate the facility, and keep it clean? Is that correct? We estimate that the facility will cost, will operate at a $200,000 plus loss, but part of that cost is as a professional manager to run the facility, someone to help him book the facility, and to maintain it in a professional manner so that 10 years from now, it looks as nice or better as the day that we open the doors.
Yes.
For me, you were talking about facilities the other day. Could you let me know how much another facilities stay occupied?
Sure, I'd be glad to. We studied 16, I believe, facilities around the state, and I can give you numbers for 2 of them that are solid. Andrews, Texas built a facility several years ago. It was in use 42 event weekends in 2008. When you talk about the economic impact of having tourism and tourists and visitors in your community, 42 weekends. Another facility we looked at was Graham. It's a beautiful facility. The first thing they cautioned us of was not to build too small of a facility, which they had done, and they were currently adding on to it. It is also in use over 40 weekends a year and has been for 4+ years. Yes, Marty?
Hey, Paul, what would you say is the scale of this building? You said you shouldn't build it too small. How big is it going to be?
What we're looking at is a building that's in 3 parts, that's in excess of 125,000 square foot. It'll be a full-size rodeo arena, banquet seating for over 800, right at 800 people, like we're sitting tonight. Banquet seating in round tables of 10 that would seat over 650 people, fully wired for sound, acoustically correct, and able to handle the needs of events from 25 up to 800. There'll also be a stock barn. Our current facilities are old, they're dated, they're cold in the winter, and they're hot in the summer. Would include facilities for that as well. And when you tie the 3 facilities together, they all flow. There's concession areas, there's adequate restroom space, adequate space for serving people, whether you have 20 people in your banquet hall or you have 800 people in your banquet hall, you'll be able to feed them comfortably and easily. Yes, Chris?
Yes, you stated that it's going to be located maybe in south part of town. Do we have the service utilities equipped to serve that, and also the street maintenance?
Part of what we looked at when we began, when we looked at the sites that we looked at, that site, it's going to cost us about $1.4 million in infrastructure, water and sewer. The other sites are a little more expensive. They've been included. That TIF 2 includes part of our infrastructure service there. We'll offset some of those costs. We want to offset all of it. It's located on a main highway with a side blacktop to provide access, and I think the access to it will be very good. Yes, sir.
Will the construction bid go local or outside?
That's outside of what this committee's doing. That has to go through the county, and they have some legal requirements that they have to meet. They'll set it out for bids, and it will go to most likely the lowest bidder, or they can use a local bidder, and I'm not sure what the numbers are, if it's within 3%.
Yes, sir.
How many full-time jobs will?
We're looking initially at 2 full-time, a facility manager and a full-time secretary to help that person, hopefully to grow to a second position in the future. And that person will have the capability to hire local contractors to do work that's required or needed on that site.
Any other questions?